Hello everyone, NativeQ here. I'm just going to talk about what an ESS is. I know a lot of people have probably seen them in systems and know that you can get money from them if you warp to them, but a lot of people don't understand what they are and what they can do. So I thought in this video that I'll just show you. And so what I've got here is I've got my little Crusader here, and in its cargo hold I have a Caldari counter surveillance system. Now I don't know why that is, but if you click on it and go show info, it doesn't tell you anything about it. It just says it's a Caldari encounter surveillance system, but then that's it. So yeah, I thought I'd make this video and just explain exactly what it does. And it's all to do with ratting and making money from shooting rats. So basic is that normally if you go out and you shoot a rat, you get a bounty for that rat, and normally if you're doing it by yourself you get 100% of that bounty. However, if there's a counter surveillance system up and running within the system that you're ratting in, what tends to happen is you only get 80% of the bounty and the ESS gets the 20% of the bounty. And basically the more rats you kill, the higher the end payout is going to be. I think it's up to 105% of the bounty. So normally if you just do it solo without an ESS, you're going to get 100% of the bounty. However, if you can ESS in the system and you continue to rat, you'll get 80%, but the 20% is going to the ESS. But over time, and the ESS payments are shared, then at the end of the day you're going to get 105% of the total bounty for the rats that you killed. That makes sense. And on top of that, depending on the counter surveillance system you've got, you also get loyalty points. So for this one here, I've got Caldari, so it basically means that the more rats that I kill, the more loyalty points I'll get with the Caldari Navy, which is fantastic because you know, I don't have to run level 4, level 5 missions to get loyalty points. I don't have to do any of that. All I got to do is just go out and do my normal ratting, and I still get loyalty points. It doesn't have to be missions. It can just be any rat, as long as the Caldari encounter surveillance system is up and running within the system. So what I'll do is I'll actually just take this out and I'll deploy it for you, and you can actually see exactly how to deploy it and go from there. So let's just undock. So I've got several bookmarks here that I normally put it, so I'll just warp to one of the spots. So here we are, warping off into the great unknown. Right, and there we go. So I'm now in space. I go into my cargo hold and I right click on that and I say launch for south. There it is. And as you can see in the window, it says that my character is now in the proximity of the encounter surveillance system. So basically it warms local if anyone is near it. And because I'm near it, yeah, I'm basically right on top of it. So let's just move up a little bit. So we're not exactly on top of it. So we'll just let that deploy, and you'll see once it's deployed there'll be a huge bubble that goes up around it, and that's a warp disruption bubble. So if you go into it, you can't warp out of it unless you burn out of the bubble first. Let's close that window down since we don't need it anymore. So I think it takes basically, yeah, what, a minute and a half, 2 minutes to deploy. So Takes a while. And this is just for anyone that's ratting in the system. So anyone can benefit from this counter surveillance system. So anyone that's actively ratting or killing any non-player character, they'll hopefully receive a bounty. They'll get 80% of it, but they'll also 20% of that will go to the ESS total payment. And at the end of the day, I do intend to share it with everyone, which means that if people have ratted quite a bit and accumulated a lot of bounty, then they will get 105% of what they would normally get. Plus they'll get Caldari Navy loyalty points as well, which is fantastic. So there we go, boom, big bubble goes up. So that's a warp disruption bubble. Now that's deployed. So if I right click on it and I go access bounty, it will tell you the total number of ISKIs that's currently in the system. So this character here is obviously out ratting, or he's just killed a couple of rats, non-player characters, and 20% of the payment that he got is now in here, which is 715,000 ISK. And the more that he rats, the bigger the total payment in here is going to be when it's shared. So as you can see, anyone that accesses it, they basically have, this is for free for all. Anyone in the fleet, in the alliance, anyone in system, or anyone in the EVE universe can come along and access this, and they'll get exactly the same screen. And as you can see, there are two buttons. There's share and take all. If I click the share button, that means that the total bounty that's in the system is going to be shared. It's a weighted share depending on how many rats people have killed, and it'll share the total bounty with all the players that are actively ratting in the system. And that's what happens if you click on that and you've got people that have ratted quite a bit. Then they will get an increased payout of up to 105%, which is fantastic. Or if I felt like being a complete bastard, I can just take all, and that means that this character here that I'm currently on is going to get all the total bounty that's in the ESS. But obviously I'm doing this for the Corp, and I'm obviously doing it for myself as well, because I'm about to go out and go super ratting. So I want to get the increased 105% payout, plus I want to get the Caldari Navy loyalty points as well. So I'm going to go ratting for 1-2 hours, and at the end of the day I'm going to come back on this character and click the share button, so I get the full payout, and plus everyone else that's been ratting in the system is going to get their payouts as well, and then I'm going to take it down. And that's basically it. It's a great little device. I just don't know why CCP haven't got much information on it. Yeah, if you right click on it, it just doesn't tell you anything about what it is or what it does. So I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just everyone has the same issue where it just doesn't tell you what it is. But anyway, I thought you'd enjoy this video. It's great. Yeah, if you're ratting in nullsec or nullsec or lowsec, yeah, these are great little devices, and you should definitely grab it. Trouble is, they are very vulnerable. Anyone can come along. The only warning you've got that someone's probably going to come along and steal it is you get these messages in local to say someone's in the proximity of it. So it's always good if you've got a nice quiet system, not many newts around, and you've got an active player like this guy here, which is one of my alts. He's going to stay here and he's going to sit on the ESS, and if a newt comes into system, he's going to immediately right click it, go share, and then take the ESS down and then get out of there. Yeah, this is one of the rules we have in our corp, is that someone has to be on the ESS all the time to share the loot out if a nuke comes into the system. So that's what this guy's going to do. He's not going to go anywhere. He's just going to sit here and yeah, take the loot. So if I click off there and I right click on this again and go access bounty, so here we go, a couple more people actively ratting in the system. So all these people have killed a non-player character or been in the vicinity of someone that's killed a non-player character and have received a bounty. So as you can see, it's now 1.3 million ISK. So yeah, I'm going to start ratting in my super, and maybe I'll come back at the end of the day and I'll show you exactly how much ISKs I've made. But anyway, fire safe. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye for now.
other day. The other day.
So it's been some time. I don't know how long. I had to take down the ESS because we had a newt coming down the pipe. So the ESS is now back up, and I've done a whole bunch of sites in my super carrier. So let's just open it up and see what we've got. So for my my super carrier alt, there's 121 million ISK in there. Some other people have been ratting as well by the looks of it. So I'm going to take it down. So the two options. What I can do is I can take it all myself and I'll get 171 million. But my court mates wouldn't be too happy about that. So I always share. Obviously I get 0 ISK because my alt here hasn't been ratting at all. He's just been babysitting the ESS, so he's not going to get anything, but obviously my alt is going to get 121 million. So if I hit the share button, what you'll notice happens is it thinks about it. It scrams me so I can't warp off. Don't know why it does that, considering you are actually in a warp bubble anyway. So that's unusual. Or is it a warp bubble? That's a good point. I'm not entirely sure. If someone can comment to say if this is a warp bubble or not, or if it's just a perimeter to the surveillance system, just let me know. Anyway, so that's done. That's now shared everything. So I'm going to scoop this up, scoop the cargo hold, and that's it. So I'm just going to switch over to my ratting carrier, sorry, my ratting character, and we'll see how many ISK I got. So 2 secs. So this is my ratting carrier, sorry, my ratting character, who's in a hell at the moment. And as you can see, of all the mobile depots that I've done, or all the sites that I've done, I've dropped a mobile depot just to, you know, just to get all the ratting loot. And as you can see, I've done, well, I've dropped 26 of them. So that's quite a number of sites I've done. And let's see how many ISKs I've got. So the last payment I got, this one here is for the ESS. It's 121 million, and these are the other ones that I've received. 76, 81, 65. Not sure entirely what happened there. 82. I think 10, that's when their newt came into system. Oh, that's right. Yeah, between this one and this one, this is when the newt came into system and we had to stop ratting for a while. And this payment here of 82 million, this was the last ESS payment that I got. So that's why these are quite low, just because of the you know, I wasn't able to rat because of the newt, and the 82 million, that's the ESS payout that when I took down the ESS last time. And then starting back up, obviously your first tick's going to be slightly smaller at 53 million, 77, 73, 87, 80, and now just decided to stop for a while because I've been doing it since what's that, 357, and it's now 648. So yeah, a couple of hours, yeah, 3 hours. So yeah, plus obviously that about an hour in between where we couldn't really do anything because of the nuisance system. So it's not bad, it's pretty good. The 26 sites that I've done, oh, by the way, I haven't received the last payment yet because the last 20-minute tick hasn't rolled over yet, so I'm expecting another payment coming in anytime soon. The bad thing about it is that, yeah, out of the 26 sites I got, I only got one true Sancha. So I'll that was in the last site I did, number M26. So when I go scoop these up, it'll be interesting to see what that true Sancha dropped. I got no escalations, which was really disappointing. But because of the you know, the ESS, obviously these are quite low here. Remember, it's 20% less than what you would normally get, hence why they are quite low. But obviously it makes up for that when you come and get the ESS payouts, which happened here. But not only that, you also get loyalty points. So as you can see, for the Caldari Navy, which the Caldari surveillance system gives you, I've got over 1 million loyalty points. The great thing about that is you don't have to do any agent missions to get the loyalty points. All you got to do is just go ratting in any system, as long as it's got a Caldari surveillance system up. So there we go. Hope you found this video interesting. As I said, I had to stop and start every now and then, and so when I come to edit this video, just to make it shorter, I hope you can follow along. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, fly safe. Bye for now. Hi everyone, NetFQ. If you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Would really help me out a lot, and I would really appreciate if you did subscribe to my channel, and that way you get notified for any future videos that I release, as I normally do release 1 or 2 videos a week from now on. That's the plan anyway, and yeah, if you guys like to see more of this type of video, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.